So you want to go ahead and transition over to becoming an HVAC technician. You're looking up programs right now and you finally muster up the courage to schedule a call, but you don't know exactly what questions you should be asking to determine the best program for you. My name is Rich. I'm one of the co-founders at Elevate HVAC, and I'm going to help you basically navigate this entire process. For starters, congratulations on even considering making this career move because there's nothing but growth. However, is it just that simple? I pay a little bit of money, I take some courses, and boom, I'm going to go ahead and make a lot of money as an HVAC technician. If I said it was true, you wouldn't believe me, and I'm just not that much of a psychopath to do that with a straight face. If you want to go ahead and transition over to HVAC, let me go ahead and tell you what are some things that you need to go ahead and consider. First things first is you need to ask the school how can they accommodate what's the best learning model for you. So are you right now working full-time, or are you right now not working at all? We get a variety of calls and we have a flexible learning model, but this is something that's really important because a lot of schools out there, I would say 80 to 90% of the HVAC schools is geared towards one or the other in terms of that learning style. We get parents that call us like their kids just turned 18, 19. We want them out of the house. We want them to get a real job. And this is something that they can dedicate all of their time to. And then there's some people right now, they are working and they're doing this while they have another job because they need to continue feeding themselves. You should be asking a question. What is the percentage of students that are enrolled currently that's working full-time committed to this program versus people that actually have a job and is doing this thing on a part-time basis? And follows up with the next question, what is the transition timeline for both groups? Is one moving faster than the other? Obviously, if you have more time, it's going to be a quicker turnaround. If you have less time, I'm not saying the turnaround is not going to happen, but it's going to be a slightly longer turnaround. With our flexible model, we work with you until you basically get the job. Other schools is like, this is an 8-week intensive program, a 12-week intensive program, 20-week intensive program. And if you don't fit within that model, you go beyond week 20 to week 21, you're basically like, we don't have anything to go ahead and do with you, right? That's a problem. The other thing that you should also go ahead and consider is this. What types of financing do they provide to be able to help you take this program? It is hot. There's a lot of people that are enrolling in this, but at the same time, not everybody can go ahead and afford to pay up front. So you also want to go ahead and know what programs, like what financing options do you have? Because I just don't got X amount of dollars lying like underneath my mattress. That's something that you need to go ahead and answer. Another question that's also very important, what's the transition timeline from starting the program to getting the job? And do they work with you until you secure employment? That's also another really important question. The next question that I would also go ahead and ask is, do they have a flexible learning model, which is, do they have online curriculum? And what AI components are they teaching you also on the job? So there is AI that's actually being implemented right now. You can go out there and if you don't like if you don't know what it is that you're looking at, like we actually do teach you in our program. Take a photo of that air conditioning unit with ChatGPT, and like how do you go out there and prompt ChatGPT to say, because if you show up on site and you're by yourself and you don't know what you're looking at and you don't know what's going on, the last thing you want to do is just get sent back, right? You want to be able to go out there, and you also need to learn how to utilize ChatGPT and also how to utilize AI for your job as well. It is very AI proof, but at the same time, like there's still components that you can implement AI into your job that we also don't want to go ahead and ignore. With that said, the other things that you should absolutely do is ask if you can sit in on a session or like actually meet the instructor. And a lot of times it's like you're talking to an admissions coordinator. It's really like a sales rep, and they haven't even taken the course themselves. So you actually want to talk to an instructor if you could. Other than that, schedule the call and do your own due diligence. 90% of the people that enroll in one of these programs, they enroll in the first program that they call. And granted, a lot of those people, they also enroll, like, we're the first program they call, and they just call us and they're like, yeah, I'm ready to go ahead and do it with you guys. But it's really your responsibility to do your own due diligence and to make sure that you are enrolled in a program that is going to be the right fit for you. Other than that, there's a lot of opportunity in the field. It's rapidly growing. It's absolutely on freaking fire right now. Schedule a call with us. We'd love to talk to you very, very soon.